Good morning and happy Sunday. Impromptu Skid Row stuff. Anyways,
nice.
Happy Sunday and
Sunday.
Special guests.
I'm here.
Jacob's in the house.
I am
in his house, in
my house,
in your old house. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jacob's here from. We got a marathon Easter. Happy Easter, by the way. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. But what's that?
He is risen.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, this is a special treat. I usually have to listen to me ramble on aimlessly. Now you can hear both of us ramble on aimlessly. Yes. Anyways, Jacob, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. Yeah, you're saying we have a marathon Easter weekend last night. We were in Cambridge for a Bridge on Fire.
Bridge on Fire
gig.
You
can see the screen back there.
Which Jacob helped out with his expertise, helping us set up in a mess. Cable management was not this gig. Let's just say that.
No, but it turned out okay.
Turned out okay.
It turned out okay. Everything sounded good. The cables.
Strange stage. If you watch any of the videos that are posted of the Cabanas Bar, which is a great place, love the people. Thank you for having us. Great night. But the bar, the stage is in a kind of weird spot, so we had to play on an angle and set up the PA weird, and so it's cables everywhere.
Yeah.
You
get a nice barricade of cables running along the front.
Nice barricade of cables. Yeah.
Keep the dance floor at bay.
Keep people from tripping on our extension cords and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyways, a good night, and Jacob's here because it's Easter. Of course, we're having our Easter dinner today at the house here. I have to go put a turkey on right now, and then we have a gig.
We got a gig tonight in Burlington at the Dickens on Brand Street.
Elizabeth Street.
Elizabeth Street.
Elizabeth Street? I don't know. Elizabeth Street. It's somewhere off the water there. Yeah.
It's right on Lakeshore there, isn't it?
Yeah, just off the Lakeshore. Well, it's right behind the place we used to play at Block.
Right,
yeah.
Right, it's right behind the block.
So Block's on John Street and then Elizabeth Street. Anyways, if you're not doing anything for Easter and you're in the area in Burlington, we're playing tonight.
If you have no plans at 10 p.m.
Yeah, 10 to 1 we're playing, on a Sunday night. I don't know.
Easter Sunday of all Sundays.
Easter Sundays, so maybe
never
complain about a gig that they've guaranteed and we have a contract that they actually are paying us. So
this is nice.
It should be interesting. I'm gonna call there later.
You should.
Are you guys open tonight? I don't know. We have a gig. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, we played Skid Row because Skid Row singer Eric is basically resigned from the band, and surprisingly, Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm is filling in, which is interesting. Interesting. And as usual, we don't do a lot of research on this show, but that's all we know. That's all we know. I know. Sadly, Eric has leukemia, so
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why his immune system is way down. So rather than cancel gigs and all that kind of stuff, he's stepping down for more treatment and that kind of thing.
That's good. And they've got a pretty qualified Lizzie Hale replacing him, so that should be good. It'd be cool to catch.
That would be cool to see.
Hale,
it's only for 4 shows, though. Apparently, she's only finishing out of obligations.
Oh, I see. The tour's almost over.
Tour's almost over, so she's just filling out tour obligations, basically. Which is something that happens these days because bands only make money on tour now. Like I'll reference. Was it Brian Johnson having to leave the AC/DC tour a while, years. That's a while back now. Was that before COVID? I think it was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was when Axl Rose joined, and
that's
Guns
right.
N' Roses was just getting back together at that point.
That's
in
right.
Time, so
that's right. Yeah.
Axl Rose was big in the news back then. I remember that, and you had to see that throne on stage with Dave Grohl's throne.
Well, Dave Grohl's throne because he messed up his leg apparently too.
Yeah.
But then, because people were saying, well, why don't you cancel a tour? But AC/DC plays stadiums. Like that's you're like turning down millions of dollars. So I guess they had to continue the tour, and people have to do that. You know, it's like Def Leppard and Vivian Campbell was battling cancer, so Steve Brown was filling in, and now Steve Brown's like the backup guitar player.
I mean,
guitar guy
thing,
for
right? Backup goalie.
Yeah, sit the side stage with a baseball cap on, and
it's taking notes on a clipboard.
Just wait to get your shot to go. Yeah,
counting,
jump over the boards
Campbell's
with your guitar.
Mistakes so he can. Hey, here's all the songs he fucked up that I wouldn't have.
he actually filled in for Phil Collins too.
I remember that. I was just about to bring that up
because we were to see them.
Oh yes, we were, and we were.
We did see them.
We did see them, but we were worried that Phil Collins was going to be unavailable because I mean he's an excellent guitarist. It's always a treat to see Phil Collins live.
But I think his wife was having a baby and they had some problems.
That's right. Some
complications, so he had to take off the tour. But the next show he was back, which was Toronto. That was the Journey.
That might have been Hamilton.
With
Tesla.
I thought it was Journey. Journey and Def Leppard.
I can't remember.
I don't know. I remember. That was like the first stadium tour thing. Journey and Def Leppard, rather than the Motley Crue Def Leppard show.
Right.
Which we'll not talk about.
We won't mention.
We won't mention that show. No, we won't mention that show.
Well, on the topic of guitarists and band members filling in, do you remember when I think it was last year or 2 years ago, maybe Steve Vai was filling in for Whitesnake? Yeah. Then soon after that, we had tickets to see Whitesnake, and then something happened.
And then Coverdale decided he'd retire mid-tour or something like that. I don't know. It's always health issues, you know.
Yeah. And then it was just going to be Scorpions.
So we actually had. I think we sold our tickets for Scorpions.
We did, yeah.
But
we only wanted to see Whitesnake.
Yeah, we were only there to see Whitesnake. The Whitesnake set list was just amazing. But Steve Vai. Yeah, I think something happened with Red Beach, and Steve Vai was a special guest for some shows.
Yeah, Red Beach was in Whitesnake.
Well, Red Beach is like the everyday guy for Whitesnake now.
Man, there's so much.
Joel Holscher. Yeah, all the guitar players that were in Whitesnake. I mean, well, let's not talk about anything before John Sykes, but. Because there was it was Bernie. Oh, that's not right. We should talk. Bernie Marsden wrote "Here I Go Again," so we should talk about him. And he just passed away not long ago. Yeah. So Bernie Marsden, Mickey Moody were. I think Bernie Marsden is the original guitar player in Whitesnake, and then I think Coverdale in his grand fashion got rid of everybody, and then had John Sykes playing with him.
Yeah,
and then John Sykes did the monumental album. And then he got rid of all those guys and toured with Adrian Vandenberg and Vivian Campbell.
Yeah. Oh, Vivian Campbell was in Whitesnake.
Yeah.
Wow. Everyone.
Ever-changing parts of bands.
I was going to bring up Adrian Vandenberg because he played. John Sykes played every single solo on that album except for Here I Go Again,
which is the most popular song.
Yeah, of course.
Interestingly enough, yeah. But
some of that was recorded at Phase One Studios. In Toronto.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's where I got all my stories from. I recorded there, not about a year after that. Or a year, 2 years after that. Yeah, they said Vandenberg was there the whole time.
Did they do the guitar solo?
All guitars were done there. All the tracking, 20 tracks of guitar.
Wow, tracks of guitar.
Just guitar, yeah. But you listen to that album, you can hear that. Right? It's all just double, triple track stuff with John Sykes. But then there's so after that there was. So Steve Vai joined, Vivian Campbell left, Steve Vai joined, and then it's kind of fizzly where there was Warren DeMartini was in Whitesnake for one point.
That's what it was. I knew there was something with Steve Vai and Warren DeMartini. I thought Steve Vai was in Rat though, but it was Warren DeMartini was in Whitesnake.
Warren DeMartini was in Whitesnake, yeah. Michael Schenker was in Rat for a bit.
Michael Schenker was in Rat?
Yeah, he was in Rat for a little bit, yeah.
Jesus.
Michael Schenker was in Rat for about 10 minutes. No, but it was because Robin Crosby passed away, and then Michael Schenker stepped in to help them out.
I feel like we're talking about the 2005 Leafs team here that had Lindros and Phil Housley.
Oh yeah,
and
Phil
Owen
Housley.
Nolan.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. That was his team. That was sad because then the strike happened after that, and then all those guys disappeared.
You know how many games Phil Housley played for the Leafs?
Oh, many.
2.
I don't even remember seeing him on the ice.
I think there's one picture of him playing for the Leafs.
There's all captains like Francis, Ron Francis.
Ron Francis, yeah.
Ron Francis of the team. Let's just talk. Just guitars and hockey are just interchangeable.
It's all the
here,
same thing, isn't it? So, well, what really blows my mind is all the 70s bands and all the overlap there with like Rainbow and Sabbath and Dio
Rainbow and Sabbath and Dio
that.
and all those guys. Yeah, like Graham Bonnet.
And
God, there's so many. Like, Black Sabbath has apparently had 30 members. Like 30 members in Black Sabbath.
Actually, I should know that I was researching Black Sabbath not that long ago because I was interested in. They're one of those few bands where everyone's still alive, yet they're not together. You know.
Yeah, true. Well, Ronnie James Dio has passed away, so yeah.
I guess, but I mean, I meant the original.
Oh, the original band. Yeah. Yes, the original band is all still alive. Yeah,
Ozzy, sure. Tony Iommi, Bill Ward.
Bill Ward, yeah.
Forgive me, I forget.
Geezer Butler.
That's right.
Geezer Butler. Yeah. So, yeah, that's true, eh? Yeah. I mean, some of those guys are barely alive, but I mean, just. But yeah, then there was, there's after the Heaven and Hell version with Vinny Appice or Appice. Gotta pronounce it properly there. Sorry, Vinny. And then after that, there was just like a parade of. At one point, it was just Iommi and other guys.
Man.
And there was,
It's like the Chinese democracy, Guns N' Roses.
That's basically, yeah.
Buckethead was in GNR, and
And Fortis has been in the band longer than Slash,
I mean,
which is interesting. Yeah, he's great. Richard Fortis is an incredible guitar player. Yeah.
This guitar would be bigger than him.
Yeah, he's pretty small, eh? He's a little guy. But yeah, interchangeable members. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, the 70s stuff with Rainbow and
a lot of overlap, and it gets really confusing. But you know what's amazing is Gavin knows all that stuff.
He does.
Yeah,
this is our killer drum student that both of us have taught, and he just knows everything.
I remember I started playing Since You've Been Gone in one of our lessons, and he just starts talking about Rainbow, and he's like,
he's 11 years old.
How do you know all this?
He might be 12 now, but
he might be 12 now.
But this is the internet and music and just being able to search stuff and just read about it, which is great.
There are good things that come out of too much internet.
These days. We find out about Graham Bonnet and Rainbow and stuff like that. Yeah, Graham Bonnet, who actually sang another band that's in that whole mess is Michael Schenker Group, because he was singing that he was the singer in Michael Schenker Group, Graham Bonnet, as well as Rainbow, and
oh my God, what is it? The guy from Extreme sang in Van
Halen. Yeah, Gary Sharon sang in Van Halen. Yeah,
sang in Van Halen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just interchanging members. I don't know. They look for experienced guys that are good, right? And Sammy Hagar sang in Van Halen too. He was his own thing for a while.
I mean, that's a whole other band, right?
It was. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure at the time you couldn't imagine a Van Halen without David Lee Roth, because that was so much of their identity. But instead of trying to conform to that, they just were like, okay, we're a different thing now. And I think it was a lot with Eddie wanted to do more of his own thing, and
true,
Dave didn't want to do.
It was a maturity thing too. They just evolved. It evolved into a different sound.
Yeah, well, I mean, they
still great.
Stopped doing their covers, and Eddie was more on the synth stuff at the time, and it was some great songs came out of that.
Yeah, I love all the Sammy Hagar era. It's so good. The evolution of how his guitar sound, how it got better.
Oh my God,
it's got better and better, right?
Yeah. I think it's a controversial opinion, but I prefer the Hagar.
Yeah.
Van Halen.
What's funny, because I watched, you watch videos, just go down a rabbit hole watching videos on YouTube, and I watched some of Eddie's last shows with Van Halen, where it was Roth, Wolfgang, and Alex, right? And you're missing those Van Hagar songs. because they played all old stuff all up to 1984, right? So
they didn't do any of the.
Oh no, they didn't do any of the.
That's too bad.
But it was all old stuff, and you're thinking, you do miss it. You know, you're thinking, wow, you know, where's this song? Where's that song? Oh no, wait, that's Sammy's. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see Sammy with Satriani this summer.
Really?
I told you about this, right?
Did you? Where's that show?
I think it's at Amphitheater or Budweiser Stage. Sorry. Yeah, it's Sammy doing all his Van Halen stuff plus the Sammy stuff and Satriani.
Michael Anthony on bass?
Yeah.
Wow.
Satriani, Michael Anthony, and Bonham. Jason Bonham.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You did tell me about this.
Yes.
I remember this now.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's going to be a pretty killer show.
I'm going to have to get tickets to that.
Well, if I know you're interested in it, we would have bought the family tickets.
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing. Wow.
Yeah. That will be an interesting show because he's going to probably play... Well, I think it's because no one's really doing any tribute, and he just decided to do a tribute because they were talking about doing an Eddie tribute tour, and that'd be hard to do. And then Roth's health's apparently not great.
Are they calling it a tribute to Van Halen?
They kind of are, yeah. They call it. I think they're calling it Best of Both Worlds, which is Sammy and the Van Halen.
That's interesting.
Whatever.
Yeah. If I follow Hagar on his Instagram, there I see pictures of him and Michael Anthony out touring every now and then, which is nice.
But anyways, let's our show is getting long here, so let's talk. What are you doing?
Well, what am I doing? I'm in school right now, and learning how to record and mix better. So you're gonna hear some new music from me soon.
You're doing quite well without school, actually. Some of your albums are.
Well, yeah, but now it's nice because I get to know everything that I'm doing wrong now, and everything I'm doing right too, which is good. I actually just sent off one of my songs to one of my teachers, and he's gonna give me some feedback there. Oh, nice. So yeah, it should be good. Right now, what we're learning a lot is has to do with recording engineering, which is a whole other game from mixing, but it's sorry, I just lost my train of thought. No, it's really interesting stuff. It's just about practice, just keeping doing it over and over again, and I just need to get the practice. So if you are in Toronto and you want free engineering, hit me up.
Yeah, he's got the studio at Trebas for free, so if you want to record something, God, that might not be something that you might want to. Maybe not. Yeah, forget that. Never mind. Scratch that. If you've got a studio, strike that from your mind.
If you've got a studio, I'll do it for free. If we're using my school's studio,
you have to charge. You have to charge something for it. Yeah, you got to charge. But what about your music? What are you releasing anything soon? Or?
Absolutely, I've got a new song called Policeman. If you're following me on Instagram and TikTok and all the things, you'll see me posting a lot about that song, and that's one of the ones that I'm working on.
Yeah,
I've been working on mixing a lot. It's sounding really good, and I'm working on a ton of other tracks with myself and with my band, the Harriets. If you haven't heard about that,
and you're playing drums, right?
I'm playing drums and guitar and vocals. I'm the utility member.
It's funny because he went to go rehearse or jam with the Harriets, and he's the drummer. And then he's sitting there. The hardest thing was being a guitar player and sitting there and looking at Marshall amps, going, "God, I want to plug into that."
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, I love playing the drums, but I just wanted to shred.
Yeah, but okay, so. If you come to Burlington tonight, you'll probably hear a policeman.
Yes, you will.
You've heard snippets of it here and there on posts and stuff like that.
I'm sure you have. Yeah. And if you come to Hamilton next month, Saturday, April the 20th, you'll also hear it.
Yes, which is a cool place called King George.
Yes, very cool place.
Yeah, and other than that, living in Toronto's doing okay. He's got his studio set up in his kitchen.
Yeah,
in his apartment. Right,
got one of those like open concept apartments where there's no space for anything, so it has to be open concept. Yeah. So the kitchen is also the living room and the laundry room and the studio, and It's a foreign one.
It's kind of interesting. It's cool. Very cool.
It's cool.
Anyways, we should wrap it up.
Yeah, this show's getting long.
But it's really great to have Jacob Dsouza here with us in his house in this area. So yeah, we just got up because we were late night last night, getting home from Cambridge, and then we're gonna try and go cook a turkey now.
Yeah.
So happy Easter, everybody!
Happy Easter.
Come see us in Burlington or in Hamilton next month. Next month is like tomorrow. April 1st is tomorrow.
Wow.
Next month is tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
It's almost the playoffs.
It's almost the playoffs. Go Leafs. They won last. Hey, Austin got his 60th last night.
60th. Hey, he's gunning for 70 now.
And they shut out Buffalo in Buffalo, which is a landmark thing to do because we always lose in Buffalo. Because
it was a home game, though.
What's that?
It was a home game.
Yeah, tell the people from Buffalo that. They'll love you. Oh, wow. Anyways, guys, over and out. See you later. Have a good one. See ya.